Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Meditation Minyan. I'm Rabbi Hannah Leslie Glazer of Congregation Adat Rein. We're glad for everyone who is with us both online right now live and also watching the recording afterwards. If that's you, you are welcome. So we are following on a series of meditations around the theme of gratitude, and today's going to be our final one in this series. And we've looked at it through a number of different lenses. And the gratitude that I'm going to be looking at now comes out of our prayer book. And there is a blessing for Thanksgiving that happens in the morning and the evening and the afternoon prayers. And it's part of the Amidah, which is said 3 times a day in traditional Jewish circles. And it's the same prayer each time, morning, afternoon, and evening. And just like we've been looking at the word cloud from the 13 attributes, there is also kind of a word cloud that goes along with this Thanksgiving blessing. And the fact that it is not just thank you tells us a little bit more about what thanks and being thankful and gratitude is. So I thought I would read it and then we'll do a meditation on it. So it is, and I'm looking at the version that's on page 263 of our prayer book, Siddur Hadash. So it says, we thankfully acknowledge you, God and God of our ancestors, Lord of eternity. You are the source of our strength, even as you have been our protecting shield in every generation. We thank you and proclaim your praise for our lives, which are in your hand, for our souls, which are in your care, for your miracles, which are daily with us, and for your wondrous kindness at all times, morning, noon, and night. Source of all goodness, your mercies never fail. Source of compassion, your kindnesses never cease. You are our abiding hope. And it continues. For all your blessings, we shall praise and exalt you, our sovereign, forever. May all living creatures ever thank you and praise you. In truth, God, you are our deliverance and our help. Praised are you, to whom all praise is due. That is the Thanksgiving blessing out of the Amidah prayer. So we are going to do some meditation on that. So I will invite you to get comfortable in your seat and make sure you're supported so you can lean back and be comfortable. Let's do a couple of good cleansing breaths. So breathe all the way deep into the belly. You can also feel the chest expand. And then let it out very slowly. Cleansing breaths help us be present, help us be focused. And now just breathe normally and relax. So I'm going to invite you to come up with an image of some kind of container. So if you like word clouds, you could think of a cloud. Could be a basket, could be a big drum of some kind, just some kind of container. And then we are going to receive these words of thanksgiving and then place them somewhere in that container. We thankfully acknowledge something greater than ourselves. We thankfully acknowledge something greater than ourselves. How do we acknowledge with thanks? And we acknowledge something that has been good in our lives and also that of our ancestors' lives. So there is also some generational and eternal, multi-generational experience of this goodness in our lives. We are acknowledging our gratitude for the thing that is the source of our strength. Source of our strength. Where does our strength come from? And we also acknowledge our thanks for what has been our protecting shield. Our protecting shield in every generation. Every generation. We thank you, this goodness that is greater than us, and we proclaim your praise. So thanksgiving is also praising. And we praise you for our lives. Which are in your hand. Life is in the hands of something greater than us that is holding us. We praise for our souls and the care for our souls that we experience. And we also share praise for daily miracles. Daily miracles. And kindness. Not just kindness, wondrous kindness. Kindness that looks and feels like wonder. At all times, morning, noon, and night. We praise our source of goodness in our lives. We praise the mercies that never fail. We praise sources of compassion in our life. And we praise the hope that abides in us forever. We praise the blessings in our lives. Then there's an image of all living creatures offering thanks and praise in truth. So thinking about how our thanks and our praise can be true. We offer thanks for that which delivers us, our deliverance. And we offer thanks for that which is our help. And not only that, it's not just our help, but it's our help for good. And the last line of the Hebrew of this prayer, Baruch atah Adonai, blessed are you, Holy One, Hatov Shimcha, whose name is good and correct to praise, whom is fitting of praise. And so we think about all of these items that we have come up with in this blessing, all of them in the container, kindness and strength, protecting us from generation to generation, care for our souls, daily miracles, wondrous kindnesses at all times, mercy and goodness, compassion, hope, truth, being our deliverance and our help for good. We take all of those things that are in that container and we'll just take the next rest of our time together to experience the gratitude, really, truly, for all that we are given, which is so much. We've got about 4 minutes left, and I'll come back and bring us back in. We're going to start coming back to the room. When you're ready, you can start to open your eyes and so it'll be it'll be interesting to talk about our experience of that prayer. For me, it just really felt like that basket I was imagining was very, very full. And I wish everyone to have a wonderful holiday with lots of blessings and hopefully a sense of gratitude for all that we do have. Which for many of us is really so much. And I wish everyone a wonderful holiday. And we'll be back next Tuesday. Thanks again for joining us. We'll see you again next week.